Did anyone ever imagine that a day would come when we are talking about the great MS Dhoni, and this has direct reference to IPL 2020, his captaincy would be questioned, his place in the side would be questioned, his age at 39 would be questioned, the fact that he is struggling in the heat, it would be questioned. Also, when it comes to the batting order and some of the moves he's making, which is strategy, which was his greatest strong point, all of that would be questioned. They are being questioned by none other than some major experts, former players of the game. Some of them are his contemporaries, and it is all happening at the IPL 2020 in UAE. The reason being, Dhoni at 39 as captain of Chennai Super Kings is not the Dhoni of before. Let's accept that. I am a great fan of his, and there are millions who really follow him and adore him. But let's point out specifics. When it comes to batting, he's not the same batsman as before. Second point is he is struggling in the heat of UAE, and he has himself said that, particularly in that innings that he was playing with Jadeja, where he was struggling to take the twos, that the dry heat there is so intense that it dried up his system. He was coughing and he was wheezing and he had a tough time. At age 39, it is going to be tough, and it will probably get tougher and tougher. But there is one point, which is Dhoni match fit? Because after that 2019 World Cup, where India got thrown out by New Zealand in the semi-finals, there was a lot of negative criticism about Dhoni, that he was no longer the finisher, he was taking too much time, there were too many dot balls that he was playing. After that, he stopped playing cricket for quite an inordinately long time. Even someone like Sunil Gavaskar questioned the fact that who is any player to decide when he will play for India or not. That's typical Gavaskar comment. But Dhoni did not play. Then he retired from all forms of cricket. The only form that he's continuing it with is the IPL 2020. But the IPL is not a walk in the park. The IPL has some of the best players in the world converging together. It has international players as well as India's best and upcoming. Each one tries to outgun the other. It's a highly competitive form of cricket. And it is here that Dhoni's strategies are being questioned. Viren Sehwag says that why is Dhoni allowing some players in the CSK, Chennai Super Kings, to go on batting? Are they on pension? They are being paid fat amounts of money. So if they are not firing, then why aren't others being given a chance? Viru, being Viru, is very blunt, and he obviously there could be a history with Dhoni, but let's talk about only the IPL. Viru does have a point. Gautam Gambhir has repeatedly made the point that Dhoni should come up the batting order, and if he is not fit, then a call should be taken that should he be captain at all or not. I feel Gautam Gambhir does have a point in the sense that in one of the IPLs, captaining Delhi Daredevils, he benched himself after a couple of matches where he was unable to perform. At that point, in time, he recommended Shreyas Iyer. It was a brave move on Gautam Gambhir's part. I believe he also did not take the match money or the IPL money which the team had allocated for him, saying that he wouldn't want to do that as a gesture. So Gautam Gambhir made this point. Irfan Pathan, who had a truncated career and at the age 27 his career got over, does have a problem with Dhoni because Dhoni was his captain when he was dropped. And also once with this with the CSK, we can double check whether it was 15 or 16. I think it was 2015, where he was picked up by CSK but did not bowl because of a certain injury. But Irfan does have a problem with Dhoni, and when Dhoni struggled in the heat, he did say that for some age matters and for some age does not matter. So there are these voices which are coming in. The move to promote Kedar Jadhav, the fans of CSK have totally hated that. There are memes on Kedar Jadhav. They just could not understand that when you have a Ravindra Jadeja and you have a Bravo waiting, why will you send a Kedar there? So it was left to Stephen Fleming, the coach and the former Kiwi captain, who is now being described as grumpy, who said that, well, we thought since the ball was taking turn and it was a bit of a difficult pitch, then Kedar was a better player and Jadeja could then come in and up the ante. But that never happened. They lost the match. They've been losing too many matches. Dhoni's move to also promote some of the younger players are now being questioned, saying that why doesn't he come up and lead from the front? So as time goes by and you realize that whether it is cricket or any other sport, it is a young man's game. Yes, captaincy does matter, strategy matters, there is no substitute for experience, but it is a young man's game and ultimately younger players will dominate. The big question arises then is that should Dhoni have played in this IPL or not? He is not match fit. He is not the same batsman as before. Some of his moves that he's doing are being questioned and they are backfiring, and he's no longer the finisher that he was. It's sad to see Dhoni like this. Somehow I wish maybe Dhoni had taken a different kind of call, because there are very few players, I feel, and one of the classic examples is Sunil Gavaskar, who left cricket, international cricket, when he still had a few years left in him. His line was that when I go, I want people to ask why and not say why not. That needs intelligence, that needs timing. Maybe Dhoni is missing a beat somewhere.